Let's cut the Smash Ultimate roster. Yes, I am stealing this idea from ProZD. I saw his video on it. He uploaded a month ago or something, but I just had an urge to do this myself. I thought it was interesting, and we haven't heard much about Smash in a while now. A lot of people are kind of hoping Sakurai will pop up and maybe announce a new Smash, but I personally think he would announce a new Kid Icarus, because that will make some people happy. Not me, I don't really care much about Kid Icarus, but you know, he's pretty much the only one who cares about Kid Icarus, and lots of people care about the franchise, but they won't make a game about it, you know? Anyway, so we got 6 tiers here. ProZD cut the Smash Ultimate roster in half. I'm actually going to cut it to 1/3, I think. Possibly even more. If I had to, I could cut it to 1/4, but we're going to cut it to 1/3, I think, roughly. I will say this, I will make some controversial decisions, and I am making this roster, quote-unquote, in the sense that I'm the director, and I have some pull, some competency, but I'm not Sakurai. So I can't keep everyone. That's the idea I've got. I will explain these tiers, and I will use examples to that. So let's start with the first tier. You're staying, no changes needed. This is pretty much the tier for characters like Kirby, characters like Mario, and not Dr. Mario, Mario regular. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, well, Mart will be staying too, but Mario, Luigi, these are characters that, as they are in Smash Ultimate, I would relatively keep them the same way they are there while bringing them into Smash 6. Now, that being said, Luigi, I think I would make him less of a air grab heavy character, but you know, no major changes needed. The references are source material well enough, they're unique enough, that kind of stuff. You're staying, but you need changes. Falcon, I think he needs big changes to his special moves. Specifically, Falcon Punch. It's just not useful in a competitive environment. It's weaker than Forward Smash, like fully charged Forward Smash. If the opponent is fully stunned in front of you, it's just it's not even worth using Falcon Punch in its most optimal scenarios. You're just styling on the opponent anytime you use Falcon Punch. It's been like that since, I want to say, Melee. It's been that long. I feel there needs to be a fundamental change to Falcon Punch that allows you to like preemptively charge it for like a good second or so and allows you to throw it out faster. Either that or make it more like Smash 64 and give it huge range and a lot of power. Okay? And Falcon Kick I would give more dedicated shield breaking potential, but again, it's just a point. You're staying, but you need changes. You need changes. I would change some major moves about the character. Now, it needs a better moveset. Can come back if they have one. This is the most obvious character of all to put there. It's Ganondorf. He needs his own unique moveset at this point. Enough about his specials just being like Falcons, except Flame Choke. I think Flame Choke can stay because it feels very unique compared to Raptor Boost. It was fun, but you're out. Incineroar. I love playing as Incineroar, but if I had to make cuts, this is a character I would cut. But if I could bring them back, that would be cool. That would be cool if I could bring them back. That's what this tier for. I'm cutting you, but I would be glad to see you again. And Puff would go here too. This is a controversial decision. I'm taking out Puff because I think it's way past her popularity. There's a lot of legacy to her, and she does have a unique moveset, but she's been perpetually low tier for a long time, and I don't think it would. I think the best way to change this is by just straight up removing her and put in Meows instead. Actually, no. We're still gonna have lots of Gen 1 Pokemon in this Smash 6 roster, because I've done this list before and I'm doing it again, but a bit more like reviewing what I did, thinking about my decisions through. Because before, in my first attempt at this list, I actually kept Jigglypuff, but thinking about it, I would actually cut her. Or him. Puffs can be both genders, can't they? Everyone thinks it's her. Bye, you were okay, whatever. Power and Mithra, that's what makes me think that. These characters, I didn't mind playing as them, but they were way overtuned. Specifically Mithra. Power was overtuned, but she was actually not that oppressive. But Mithra just completely nuts, way too fast, completely lagless specials. They did have weaknesses, but just overtuned, and I just didn't care much for them. That's what this tier is for. F you. Never should have gone in. This character never should have gone in. I know it was actually the dev team who actually wanted this guy in, but lots of people also were hoping they were to be in. Like back when it was Banjo and Kazooie who got in before this Microsoft rep, people were thinking, oh, because Banjo and Kazooie got in, that means we're not getting Minecraft. But then the dev team apparently decided, no, we want Minecraft. Well, we got Minecraft. It's super lame to fight against Minecraft. It's also completely unfitting. The character is ugly, and there's plenty of other reasons that's a good list as to why I don't want Minecraft. It's also a hell on the dev team, whichever one it is, to actually implement this character. I think some mods that include like a bunch of new characters in like Smash versions, they don't bother putting in Steve, even though he's in the later Smash games, because it's too much trouble to put him in. It's just too much trouble to implement all the block system and nonsense. So yeah, just F you. I don't want to fight them ever again. That kind of stuff. Banjo and Kazooie would go here, by the way. Yeah, it was great to see them. I would like them back, but they're getting cut. Bowser, he's annoying to fight against in Smash Ultimate. They just, instead of making his moveset kind of balanced and flow nicely, they just made him hit super hard and gave him armor on everything. I think they need to change it so that his armor is strictly only for when he throws out really slow moves, and also to change some of his moves to be, again, less annoying. Like his Fire Breath. His Fire Breath is just free damage when you're on the ledge in Smash Ultimate, it feels like. I think it should really be more like his actual Mario game Fireball, where he throws out a Fireball. I think Project M did a change like that, or Project Plus, something like that. Bayo, I would just keep Bayo. This is one of the only third-party characters I would actually straight up just keep as she is, mostly because she's basically owned by Nintendo at this point, right? Nintendo is the one who saved Bayo's franchise by funding both Bayo 2 and I believe Bayo 3 as well. And I don't know about Bayonetta Origins, but I imagine that too. And it's also, I believe, exclusive on the Switch so far. But yeah, Bayo I would actually keep as is. No need to remove. Charizard, this kind of annoys me, but we are keeping Charizard. He's just too iconic. And it is a freaking dragon. And unfortunately, because he's the freaking dragon, I can't keep Ridley. But actually, I do want to keep Ridley. It's just, Ridley needs a better moveset. His down B is completely useless. It really needs to be how it is in the Metroid games, where he, if you use in the air, he sends it downwards or diagonally forward. It would actually be useful if it was that way. It would hit hard, but it would come out slowly, but it would at least, like, it would be long ranged, right? So it would have some use edge guarding, because you could use it to like poke an opponent who's way too low. And it would also change a lot of his other A moves, like his down air feels kind of useless, even though it can spike, but up B while holding down feels like a better spike in general, so you always use that instead. Bowser Jr., he was kind of fun, but out. It would be okay if he brought him back, because it's like all the Koopalings, right? It feels like you're cutting 8 characters when you're kicking out Bowser Jr., but no. Chrom is just an FU. Like, let's just put this right out of the way. All the Fire Emblem clones, Chrom, Rusnia, and Roy, they just need to go out. We need to clean the slate when it comes to Fire Emblem characters, and that does include Ike. But I mean, I would put him here. He's not as bad as these 3 when it comes to bloating up the roster. I know lots of people are fans of these characters, but I'm cleaning the Fire Emblem roster quite a bit. We need to clean the slate for these characters. Dark Pit can just go into FU. Daisy needs a better moveset. I think Daisy would have potential as an alternate Peach. Which, speaking of which, Peach we will be keeping. Where is Peach? Right here. She will go, like, just quickly we'll go with Peach. I would change her moveset to be more representative of what she gets in Princess Peach Showtime. Potentially even some Super Princess Peach references, but she would stay definitely. Daisy, she would need an original moveset, and lots of people keep saying, oh, let's put in Waluigi and put him, like, make him his moveset all stuff references to the sports games, of like Mario sports games. I think Daisy could do that. Which means Waluigi would not be in Smash 6. He would still be an assist trophy. I'm sorry, I can't resist. Just Waluigi has no games. There's no references you can do for him to be crystal clear. That's the problem to him. But Daisy, at least she's got Super Mario Land. She's got Super Mario Wonder now. Waluigi still has nothing. It's too bad he wasn't in Super Mario Wonder, but he's got nothing. But yeah, the princesses, Daisy could stay if she gets a better moveset. Peach just needs to be more up to date for, like, what is Peach Bomber, right? What is that reference? It's just a butt attack because she's a girl. No, let's do some actual references to her games. Link, I could put him here, but I put him in here just because I think he should get a refresh on his moveset. I'm kind of a little tired of his 64 incarnation still plaguing his moveset. Oh, speaking of which, these guys, buy okay, whatever. I know some people are fans of Toon Link, just the way he looks, and sometimes he plays a bit differently too, but we only need one Link. Just like the Fire Emblem roster, we need to clean the Zelda roster to be a lot better. Where is Zelda, by the way? Zelda. Yes, you need a better moveset. This, like, I want to keep her, but she needs a major changes, just like Ganondorf. Din's Fire, Nayru's Love, just no synergy with those moves whatsoever. I think she needs a moveset that's a lot more based on her Spirit Tracks incarnation. I think it would be a lot more unique that way if we were to incorporate lots more things from that game instead of just giving her the 64 Zelda spells that don't even work the way they did in that game. Plant, buy okay or whatever. Pichu, it was fun, but you're out. But no, you're just buy okay. You're just Pikachu again. Speaking of which, Pikachu we will keep. Just iconic, just like Charizard. Mewtwo is. I honestly want to keep Mewtwo, but we're gonna have to put Mewtwo here. It's too much Gen 1 Pokemon, right? I'm like Fire Emblem and Zelda, I'm trying to clean the slate with some of these franchises to give better breeding room for other parts of their franchise. Case in point, we really only need 2 Gen 1 Pokemon. So I think these are going to be the only Gen 1 Pokemon we're going to keep, which means all these other posers, you're fun, but you're out. You're Ninja, you're out. I would put these guys here. They weren't as fun as Incineroar, so I'm not going to put them there, but yeah, they're just out. Ryu, you're a third party. You were fun though, so whatever. Might as well put Ken here too. Same thing with the Simon and Belmont characters. I would actually love to keep these guys. I would, but I don't think I would have enough pull with Konami to keep them. Isabel, buy okay, whatever. Villager, where's Villager? Right here. You're creepy. You need a better moveset. You're kind of lame. You're too much camping. I know that's a thing with Animal Crossing, but I think he needs a slingshot. And also just some minor changes in general. Not, you know what? We're gonna put him here because I will keep him. Animal Crossing is a big franchise, but I think he does need a. They do need a bit better moveset. Oh, Cloud, F you and you're up here. I don't care. Corwin, screw you. Dark Samus, actually, you know what? I want Dark Samus to come back, but it needs... Dark Samus needs its moves as a Nissus trophy in Smash 4. Dark Samus can easily get, like, original moves that look cool. Oh, Samus, obviously we're keeping, by the way. Oh, but, you know what? Samus does need some updates to her moveset. It is a little ancillary, even though it's pretty high tier in Smash Ultimate, I believe. More Gen 1 Pokemon to put here. I know some people like these, but Charizard's just pushed too much, man. Sheik! You should have been out since Brawl, let's be real. You're fun, kinda, but not really. Not as fun as other characters. You were fun, but you're out. Min Min... I actually want to keep Min Min, but Arms was just a one-off thing. It's kind of a shame, but I actually really like playing as Min Min. But yeah, she'll be out. Ballot, screw you. Corrin and Ballot, like, there's kind of a lot of edgelords down here. Like, cool characters with sharp swords and long range, but especially Corrin and Ballot, they're just like shoehorn avatar characters that I have no love for, in my opinion. Now, Robin, if it was Robin only in the Fire Emblem roster, if it was like Smash 4, like the base Smash 4 vanilla Smash Ultimate roster, I would be kind of okay with it. I would even keep Lucina. But we're cleaning the slate with that roster, but if I had to bring back one of them, it would be Robin, probably. Yep. Shulk, you're fun, but you're out. I know this is cutting Xenoblade off completely, but I would actually put in the protagonist of the third Xenoblade at this point. Because don't they all use the same weapon? Like the Xenoblade sword or whatever? Don't they all use that weapon? I feel they could like bring over these things, but a new protagonist. I don't know. I don't know much about Xenoblade, although I know some things in passing. Banjo, I'm just gonna put you right here because yeah, some of these portraits are dupes. That's kind of annoying. Ice climbers, where are the ice climbers? Yeah, You're too annoying to balance, sorry. They're a very unique character. Actually, I would put them here. I don't play them, and I don't think they're fun, but I would put them here. They're very unique, and they fulfill a niche that is very cool in theory. But they were extremely hard to balance over the years, and they were extremely annoying in Brawl, particularly. And they just so many times they just screwed over the game. They weren't there in Smash 4, but their infinite potential is just too hard to balance. So to give a break to my team, we're not going to implement the Ice Clampers. But if we could implement them as they are in theory and make them cool to fight against, they would go there. You know who else is not fun to fight against? Olimar. But his franchise is too important to not keep in. So we will think of a much better fun moveset for Olimar. Or either that or put in... no, we're going to keep Olimar. Just it needs to be less annoying to fight against Olimar, I feel. We could put in some bomb rocks or some of the items into the moveset to make it feel a bit more dynamic. Zero Suit Samus, I don't know. I'm putting Zero Suit Samus right here, but I really do want to put them here. I used to play Zero Suit Samus as a main in Brawl. I hate what they did for her since Smash 4 though. I just don't like the way how overpowered down B is. But also, we don't need too many Samuses, so out. We're gonna keep Game & Watch as is. I think Game & Watch fulfills the niche, easy to implement, and just instantly recognizable. So we're gonna keep them. Pokemon Trainer, you're just going out because these three. Pokemon Trainer is a neat idea, but I think most people have made it clear that they just prefer playing as one character. There was a lot of synergy between the three Pokemon in Ultimate. Actually, you know what? Cut, but I do like the idea. I do like the idea if you can make all three Pokemon, or however many Pokemon, have synergy. And they did have synergy, at least Ivysaur and Charizard did, in Smash Ultimate. Nest we're going to keep, which means Lucas, you're out. Oh, the Mii Fighters. They need a better moveset. They're out, but they are like League Legacy. I would like to implement them. They're just too low tier to implement probably. Pac-Man, you're so fun, but Namco wouldn't let me put you back in. Hotena, you are annoying to fight against in Ultimate. That's why you're going all the way down here. Rob, I kind of want to put Rob down here. But I'm not that mean. Not that mean. Rosalina, you're annoying to fight against. You need a better moveset, but you are kind of semi-important. Snake, you're fun. You're out. Sonic, F you. Sora, F you. Actually, no. Sora was kind of fine. They're okay. But I kind of want to put Sora down there. As a final character reveal, Sora wasn't too exciting for me. That's the thing, right? But well, I won't be too mean. Oh, Inkling we're keeping. Just Splatoon is a big franchise. Unique moveset. Oh, you do need one major change though, Inkling. Your B is annoying. Like, the B has too much knockback. It needs to be changed. Like, it still needs to be Squid Jump. Just don't give it such a huge splash at the start. You two, I already put you here, but whatever. Kazuya, FU. Actually, no. Kazuya's not that bad, but just too overtuned, like a lot of Fighters Pass 2 characters. Oh, speaking of which, Fighters Pass 2, Sephiroth, you were like the weakest one, and you were kind of fun, but you're still gone for sure since I'm kicking out Cloud. K. Rool, you need some major changes to your moveset. DDD. I know some people prefer DDD when he was in Brawl because his back air was actually really good, so I think he needs a better moveset, but yeah, we're putting Kobe out. You have less priority than DDD, Meta Knight. And Meta Knight is just kind of weak now. He was okay in Smash 4, except Ladder was kind of infamous in Smash 4, and Meta Knight was one of the characters that was all about that. But I can't help but feel that Meta Knight is just like either super oppressive or super weak. Yoshi we're keeping. I would make a few changes though. Joker, FU. Joker only got in because Sakurai liked Persona 5 and it was like at its peak popularity, right? That's the only reason they got in. As far as representing like Nintendo franchises or even just major franchises in general, we could have gotten an SMT representative, I feel. This is just... Also, he's annoying to fight against, that's why he's down here. Hero, you were not annoying to fight against, in fact, you were very fun. But you're definitely cut, but I would love to get Hero back. I think it was a really cool implementation. And Dragon Quest is way bigger than Final Fantasy. I should make it clear, I hate that I have to cut Final Fantasy. If I could bring Final Fantasy representatives in, it would either be Cecil or Thera. Cecil, the only iffy I want to put Cecil, you know, from Final Fantasy 4. But it's another sword, right? It's another sword. While Terra, yeah, she can wield a sword, but she's got her Esper form, which could either be a Final Smash or even just a transformation. But I forgot to mention, another reason I'm cutting Cloud is because of Limit, right? Just, if Limit is like, if Limit was unrestricted, too many matches would just start with all the Clouds just charging Limit, because it makes him stronger. So I'm not just cutting Cloud because I don't really like fighting against him, but also because Limit is just a terrible implementation, just anti-competitive fun, that kind of stuff. So basically, I would love to put a Final Fantasy representative, but not one that has some kind of limit that kind of encourages you to stay back and charge for a good 10 seconds or so. Because having a charge move is fine, right? Like the charge move of Samus, the charge shot, that's fine. Something like Limit that just makes you stronger for the rest of the match like it did in Smash 4? No way. That's anti-fun. They did like balance it in Ultimate, but it's just not enough. It's just not good enough. I want Lil Mac to stay, but he needs major changes. His air moves, they can be weak. They just shouldn't be that weak. Wario, I think Wario is fine. I know some people love making Wario more representative of the Wireland series, because Sakurai really only likes WarioWare. He stated in an interview at some point that he really doesn't care for Wireland, but loves WarioWare, which is why he's so focused. Like Wario is so focused on his WarioWare stuff. But I think he's fine as is. I wouldn't personally need to give him much Wario-land references, I feel. Because it's too much costumes. I think if we had to put in Wario-land references, it would be costumes that he had in, I can't remember which Wario-land game. I think Wario-land 3? Something like that. Diddy, you're kind of annoying to fight against. You need a better moveset, Diddy. DK, you're staying. I would want a DK to be to feel a bit more fluid, though. His spinning cog move needs to go, or needs to be majorly changed. Oh, we got all the Star Fox characters. We're gonna keep Fox, obviously. Falco, you're out, Falco. I think Wolf is more important than you, but I won't be keeping Wolf unless he gets completely fresh specials. He needs Reflector gone, Up B gone. Side B is okay. It feels a little enough different than Fox Illusion, but also his blaster, I feel it also needs to be quite a bit different. But just Falco, he's fun, but not as important, I feel, as Wolf, or not as cool looking as Wolf. Mega Man, you're fun, but you're out. Wii Fit Trainer. Fun, but out. I think Wii Fit Trainer is fine to fight against and to play as, and as a representation of the Wii era. I also think it's fine, but obviously lots of people would just straight up put this character down here. They don't care about them at all. But personally, I didn't think it over there. You're fine, but you're out. You just need to be a costume Dr. Mario. I know some people, like ProZD, he put Dr. Mario in Stay, and Mario and he cut Mario. It's very cool, very fun to think about. But because they think Dr. Mario is more fun to play as, and I agree to some extent, because Flood just sucks. Come on. If I had to put Mario down here, it would be to change Flood, like we all know it. But Dr. Mario, it's just a costume for Mario. That's why we're putting them here. I refuse to say these characters out loud because I know I'll screw it up and make it sound like a swear word. So I'm just gonna say that they're gonna go here. They're fun, but they're out. They're not as fun as Banjo. So you know what? They go down here. Like I think they're just okay. They're kind of a meme to me. Pit. You're mid. You need to change your moveset. I will make Pit more like the NES Pit, right? That's what I feel. Like I really cut the Kid Icarus franchise quite a bit here. I think, like, this is opinion based, right? Because I'm done with my list here. In fact, we're going to put it into presentation mode. So this is the final list, at least as far as I can tell. I might move some characters around, but the way I feel about the Kid Icarus franchise is that Uprising wasn't nearly as good as people think it is, and I can't help but feel that Pit as he currently is just completely represents only the Uprising portion of his franchise. I would make him more NES based, which means I would give him Crawl. Like I would give him his Crawl where he just shifts around very weirdly. Yeah, I would make it more goofy is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is the list. Let's actually count the amount of characters we have left. Obviously, this doesn't account for like newcomers, right? Which I will explain in a bit. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So a starter roster of 21 characters that are returning from Smash Ultimate. That's actually, like, when you think about it, that's smaller than Melee. And we got all these cuts. I cut Sonic without explaining, right? I just think Sonic is super, super lame to fight against. I would actually prefer to put Sonic here, because I have a feeling that if I were the director of the next Smash character roster, like Nintendo would come down to me and say, why is Sonic not on your roster? We're gonna force you to put Sonic in. And yeah, I feel this was actually something that happened to Sakurai. He didn't plan to put Sonic in Brawl, but then Nintendo came down to him, hey, are you finishing the game without Sonic? What the hell, man? Delay the game by 6 months and putting Sonic in. Come on. And that's why the Forbidden 8 or Forbidden 7 exist, because that was the original roster as Sakurai thought. At least that's what the theories say. I'm pretty sure Sonic was planned to some extent, but the point I'm trying to get to is Sonic is just annoying to fight against, and it's because his moveset was just rushed completely. If we had to bring him back, he needs a fresh moveset that's not camp P, right? It's not camp all game and just throw out your forward smash and your invincible reversals all the time. But I want Sonic out because I want Falcon to be the fastest character. That's why I'm kicking Sonic out. I want Falcon to have his melee dash speed again. And I can't help but feel they made Falcon slower for no other reason than Sonic existing. Because Falcon was already plenty fast in melee. You add Sonic in, you can't make Sonic that much faster. You need to slow down Falcon to put in Sonic at a relatively good enough speed to make it good. But anyway, yeah. 21 base characters. No clones as far as I can tell, because we cut all the clones out. These characters, I want to bring them back, but we need to overhaul their moveset quite a bit. I know a lot of people would just straight up remove the Miis. I could see us making the Mii like just one character, but with like whichever one moveset you want, instead of like taking 3 slots. Which, in that case, in fact, we'll do this. So basically, just assume that Mii Brawler here is actually all 3 movesets in one, and possibly more. Because I know some people wanted like a Psychic type of Brawler to be more like Ness, or some other types that would allow for some of the character costumes you can put in them would make more sense. And yeah, costumes for all the characters as DLC. It's just, I think a lot of people want that. But I know why Sakurai didn't do character DLC costumes, right? It's because it's not as easy as it sounds, and you want some parity with the whole character roster for like the costumes, right? It's a privilege, not a right. Like you're thinking, oh, we're gonna give a costume to say Ike. Oh, let's make him dress up like Grail, or let's make him dress up like Hector. Because I know those are Project M costumes they give to Ike, but you know, that's kind of upsetting for people who want Hector, or even Grail, his father. That's the problem, right? And then you have to think about costumes for, I don't know, Rob the Robot. What are you gonna make a costume for him for? Oh, you can't think of anything? Well, if you can't think of anything for Rob, well, why would you put a costume for everyone else? You need to think of a costume for everyone else that feels like it's got as much effort as everyone else. And I know that they did that for Project Plus or Project M. I can't help but feel that Diddy's the example for that, because no one was giving any love for Diddy in the older versions of Project M, maybe even the recent versions, because no one cared about Diddy. It was like, oh, let's give Samus a million costumes because all the suits she's got in her franchise, but oh, costumes for Diddy? What? Diddy doesn't need costumes? So yeah, as much as everyone says, oh, we just need to make DLC costumes for the main character roster, Sakurai was probably thinking of parody when he was thinking about that, which is why he made them all for the Mii fighters. Now, I will list some of the newcomers I was thinking of, specifically for franchises I did deep cuts with, like Fire Emblem. Let's put in some actual new weapons in there. Some actual lance fighters, some actual axe fighters. Okay, I'm gonna get crucified for this one. They're twins, but let's put in Ephraim for like a spear moveset, because it just makes more sense. Edelgard for axe, and only Edelgard. No, none of the other 3 houses leaders. I know, but Edelgard, she kind of covers a lot more bases than Dimitri and Claw do. And also, who's the 4th one? The 4th house leader, what's his name? Yuri! I was about to say Leon for some reason. I actually had to look up on my Fire Emblem Heroes game to look that up. But yeah, Yuri. Yeah, we would only put in an Edelgard because she's an axe fighter, unique moveset, and she also fits as a villain of the Fire Emblem franchise. Because we're not going to put in actual villains. Let's put in someone who's got a little bit more mixed, who can do a little bit of both, you know? She's bisexual for a reason, guys. Dimitri or Claude, they didn't play by the rules like they wanted to. Yuri was okay, though, I guess. But yeah, I would put in Ephraim. I was putting Edelgard. This is huge bias for me, but I would put in Lynn because she would represent bows. It's weird to say that, right? Because I would put in Lynn as an additional sword fighter. It's just she would fight using her sword way differently than these guys, Crom, Lucina, Roy, that kind of stuff. She would fight way differently, but Intelligent Systems seems quite intent on making us, convincing us that Lynn is actually a bow fighter in the franchise. So she's the bow fighter representative, I guess. But the only thing I'm iffy about is that she's another Game Boy Advance representative, and I already had Ephraim for that. Oh, I would also put in Micaiah. Yeah, just Ike. If it had been just 2 years more development time for Brawl, it so would have been Micaiah instead of you, Ike. It so would have been Micaiah instead of you, Ike, and we would have been all the better for it because Micaiah would not have started the sword fighter trend. Everyone would think she would be unique like Robin, except of course Robin also had to come with a sword. Because, you know, this is why they all give all the Fire Emblem characters swords, right? Because they're all main characters, and swords are heroic. Did you know that Elgar can also wield a sword? She'd probably also have a sword in her moveset, goddammit. Anyway, other characters for Zelda. I would put in Tingle. I would actually put in Tingle as a character representative for Zelda instead of Sheik. Not that he would be a ninja. Actually, would Tingle be fine as a ninja? Huh. Well, no, I would make his moveset more original. But Tingle, I think, he's got quite a bit of iconic. Instead of Sheik, let's put in Impa, though. Impa would actually be fitting as a ninja. Like, the easiest character to replace Sheik with. The easiest. Considering, you know, Sheik was trained by Impa in 64, you know, off-screen. Other characters for Zelda? Someone from the newest game? Some people suggested Sidon, because he's got a spear. I don't know if that's good enough. This is gonna sound weird because he's in, but Sidon's kind of too tall. Sidon's kind of too tall, I feel. I feel if we're gonna go for a goofy moveset that's kind of original for Zelda, I would go for, like, assuming we have to add one more character that's not Tingle or Impa. Okay, I couldn't think of anyone, so I'm just going to put in Girahim for a new character for Zelda. It's completely biased, and he is a sword fighter, but he teleports a lot, and I can't help but feel that Twilight Princess got a lion's share of representation in Brawl and Smash 4, and Skyward Sword got kind of passed over. It did get a stage for itself, but didn't get its own character, didn't get its kind of stuff. I know some people would state Minna for a new Zelda representative, right? I can't think of a way Minna would work unless she was her true form. In her wolf, like on a wolf form, mounted characters, I just can't, I can't see them working. I just can't. Like, the only one I saw that kind of worked was the duck and the dog. Where are they? These two. This is kind of a mounted character, but they're tiny, and it's not what people think of when they think of mounted characters, right? But yeah, that would be for Zelda. The newcomers would be Impa, Tingle, and Girahim, or a new character that would be exceedingly popular and would also be not a clone copy of some other character. Probably. Oh, new Mario characters? I know people want Waluigi, but we need to rip this band-aid off and just put him in already. Geno. Yeah, Geno, I'm doing this mostly because, yes, Super Mario RPG is one of my favorite games of all time. There is definitely some bias at play here for me putting in Geno, and I would also put in Mallow in some extent, either as a Mii Fighter costume or something else like that. But, yeah, that's the thing, right? Geno keeps coming back as Mii costumes. I don't want that to be his fate for the rest of this franchise. I want him to at least have one true playable representative. One true playable appearance. We can get his amiibo and stuff, and then that'll be it. Smash 7, he'll be caught because Square Enix are being big butts about it or whatever. But considering how many representatives of Square Enix we got in Smash Ultimate, I am so shocked Geno was not one of them. Like, Sora, Cloud, Sephiroth, Hero, that must have cost a lot in royalties from Nintendo, right? Could put in Geno? Really? They must think it's because he's not popular enough, right? But in the Smash community, it's just so vocal, man. We gotta put him in my opinion. Just as a pleasant surprise. Also because they put in the freaking plant, and come on, the plant was kind of fun, but Jesus, that was not worth it, man. Oh, new Star Fox representatives. Crystal? I know some people don't like Crystal, but she would definitely, like, I have to go into another story tangent right here, right? Back when it was the Brawl days, right? Before Brawl came out and people were thinking about what roster was, they were looking at the clouds in the first cinematic and thinking, oh, all the villains coming back, we can see Ridley right here, that kind of stuff. It was Crystal versus Wolf. And Wolf won in the end, but the argument that the people for Crystal were making, even though they were probably just being really horny, is that Crystal would actually have a unique moveset while Wolf would probably end up as a clone. And guess what? Wolf ended up as kind of a clone. Yes, he's got different normal moves, but he's got the up B that's a charge and then go in whatever direction you're pointing. Side B, charge, go forward. B is a blaster, down B is a reflector, and they had Landmaster like all the other Smash. They all had Landmasters, man. Fox, Falco, and Wolf. Jeez, it was so dumb. But yeah, I think Crystal should get her chance. I don't care much for Crystal, but she would definitely get a unique moveset. She definitely have she's definitely popular enough for it. Definitely more popular than Peppy, Slippy, and maybe even Falco. No, definitely not Falco. But I've seen some people put in Slippy and Peppy, and it's like, huh? Huh? Oh, new Pokemon. I wanted to put in Meowth, but that would be another Gen 1 character. So I won't name anyone specifically. Obviously, it would be one of the new generation representatives we would add, but I would go for a more balanced approach of new representatives, and they would probably be new characters. I understand that Lucario is really popular, and in some sense, I kind of want to keep Lucario, but I hate Lucario's playstyle. And I think a lot of people in general do. They just don't like the fact that it's like, if you fight him at 0%, he's super weak. He's just can't get anything started. If you fight him at 150, he's like he's got 150. He's like, he just kicks your ass in one forward smash at 20%. It's just crazy. So I'm mostly kicking out Lucario because even though he's got the popularity for it, moveset is just, it's gotta go, man. It's gotta go. Any other new characters we could add? There's plenty more I could think of, but I think I'm gonna put a pin on it now. I think this is good enough. I already made my suggestions for which characters I would want as new representatives, but overall, this roster that I'm making for Smash 6, it would be like 50 characters max before DLC. It would be Smash 4 sized, all things considered, which I think for the sake of like a team who has to work on a Smash game is a lot easier than having to bring back literally everyone, you know? Literally everyone. Oh, I will put in an Advanced Wars representative. It's biased, right? My name, WhiteHawke, is based on the character Hawk of that franchise. It's just, it used to be Black Hawk, but you say that 3 times really fast and it just sounds wrong. So I would put in an Advanced Wars representative, and lots of people have been suggesting Sammy as a clone character of Snake, you know, to get past the legal fees we'd have to pull with him. I don't know if she would play exactly like him, but it'd be kind of fun to put in Sammy, I feel. It would be kind of cool. She'd be a lot like Min Min in that she's not the protagonist of her game, but definitely a lot more fun in a sense than whatever the protagonist would be, which in this case, the protagonist of Advanced Wars would be Andy, but Andy, he's iconic, but he's kind of boring. Just the way, you'd be boring to make a moveset for, I feel. Just the way it was for Springman as well. Min Min just was a lot more creative, I feel. Even though a lot of people think she's kind of annoying to fight against, but I don't think she is. I think she was kind of decently balanced. She does have the Fighter's Pass 2 buff, but she would get blown up if you got in front of her, I feel. Like inner space. Just nerf her up air and up, not up air, up tilt and up smash, and she's got a lot less options to get you off of her, right? I feel that's what you have to do. You have to slow down her up tilt and up smash, and suddenly she can't deal with you as easily with her up smash reversal, which also hits as hard as Fox's up smash in Melee for some reason. But yeah, I think that's it. That's my idea for what a Smash 6 roster would be. These are all the cuts, the new characters, or characters that are staying, and the new characters that I discussed. I'm not going to bother putting new images on this, but this was going to be it. This was just kind of a thing I wanted to do. Very easy to do, very relaxing to do. Just need a bottle of water to keep my throat fresh. Post in the comments what your ideas of a Smash 6 roster would be, if you agree or disagree, how much you agree, how much you disagree, which characters you would put in. But like, subscribe, whatever. I'm done with here. I might do this again for something else because it's very easy and very popular to do. But yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Hope you've all enjoyed the video.